Okay, it's my 5th take on this fucking video. This really is for my friends who want me to like always do shit to their songs. I did this one for my friend Chase, and pretty much it's just what the fuck. It's just this is what it sounds like. And then this is the second part. And then pretty much what these are, I'm gonna tell you what these plugins are doing. First is my stereo imager. I made the sub mono because the sub's supposed to be mono most of the time. If you want it to sound good on like venue playback systems. I boosted the low mids stereo image, and I boosted all this stuff. Don't do it too much to where this is below 0, because that makes your shit go out of phase and you don't want that. This is what it sounds like. I just realized that shit wasn't on. You can hear it made it sound wider and better. Then I got a glue compressor. I put my ratio to 2:1, and then put my attack to 10, and I put my auto, or you could like put it on this one as well, but like fuck that one. This one sounded better to me. And then I sidechained it to 100 so that it wouldn't react to my low end, so it wouldn't compress to my low end. It only compresses like what it needs to. And this is what it sounds like. It should sound like it glues everything together pretty much. Makes it sound more cohesive and not like from like everything's coming from different sources. This is what it sounds like. You shouldn't really hear anything, but you should like feel it sounds more glued together. Yeah, and then I added saturation, fat filter, Saturn 2. I used it on tube because I wanted to use even harmonics. It makes it sound warmer. And you use tape if you want it to sound like bitey and like more gritty. Keep the drive. I kept my drive at like 5% because like you want it to be subtle when you're on your master. Treble, I turned that up a little bit because it didn't have enough like high end. This is what it sounds like. Definitely hear it sounding warmer. And then I added a Pultec EQ. I boosted the lows, attenuated like the same, almost the same amount. I boosted the lows at 100, and then I boosted the 12K like air at a very wide bandwidth. Because the wider your shit is, so like the wider this Q is. Like the wider it is, the more natural it sounds, and the lower, the more like processed it sounds. So yeah, I made it wide, and this is what it sounds like. It just like tightened up my low end and my high end. And then now I'm onto my other EQ that I added, my more precise one. Make sure it's on linear phase so that your shit doesn't go out of phase when you cut the low end. But I cut it at 30 hertz because like anything lower than 30 hertz is like pretty much rumble, and I just didn't want rumble in the song. Like some songs you should leave it, but a lot of songs you need to cut this shit because it like just doesn't sound good. And then I lowered to 50 hertz because this is like the muddy zone and I still wanted it to sound a bit cleaner. And then I boosted the air, and this is what it sounds like. And then actually, I don't even think I need to do this. Fuck that. And then I added a standard clip. This is like my sauce that I use. I keep it on Softclip Pro. What it's doing pretty much is you drag down the threshold at where you want it to clip at. So like you drag it to like the body of the track. It cuts off these peaks right here. And then I drag this up because this brings up the bottom half of what, like the bottom part of what this is not cutting. It's bringing it up and like compressing it. So it's like bringing up the quieter parts and just making it sound more like the quieter parts, it makes it louder. The louder parts, it chops them off so you can like bring up the volume of your song more without it distorting. This is what it sounds like. Yeah. Then I use MV2. It's an upward compressor that like brings up the quieter parts of your signal, so like it makes this shit right here more even to this shit right here, and it like lets you, yeah, it brings up the subtle details and shit. So it sounds like. You can definitely hear a difference. And then the last thing is just a limiter. I just put it at like, so where it's only doing about 1 dB of gain reduction. So you see this is like, this means 1 dB of gain reduction. You don't really want to push that. Like this is really just to bring out the last bit of loudness that the song can have. And then I put this to -1, so it just in case like it wants to fucking start clipping right here, hard clipping. I'm not gonna do that, but I turned it on auto release, and this is what it sounds like. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's just bringing out the little last bit of loudness, and that's it.